Okay, new camera, new attempt at some vlogging. The day before I go to Maine, I feel like I have been walking around in circles for over an hour trying to pack like my gear and my backpack. I don't understand why this always takes me 2 hours and I always end up with a really heavy backpack anyways. But yes, I'm a sweaty mess. I'm 80% packed and I'm excited. I haven't been in Maine since I was, I don't know, 9 or 10. And I'm going back as an adult. I'm going back as a photographer and it should be great. So I should probably book my hotel. All checked in for my flight. I got my Dunkin'. I have about 40 minutes before we board. So I'm just gonna camp out here and get some work done. So that hopefully I am good to go once I'm on the plane. Travel day today, heading to Portland through Baltimore, spending the night in Portland, and then driving up to Acadia with somebody else going to this retreat tomorrow morning. It is Tuesday morning. I am actually in Maine. Let me catch you up on what happened. So it was all going smoothly until right about here. And then it was not. Our flight taxied away a little late and then we sat on the tarmac for about 30 minutes. There was some bad weather over New York, so they had to change our route. And so we go, it's supposed to be an hour-long flight, and we start our initial descent, and you just feel it happen. The plane's going down, we're in a bunch of clouds, and then all of a sudden the plane is going up. And then we get the announcement that they couldn't see the runway. It's really foggy in Portland. They're gonna loop around and try to do it again. They do this 2 more times. And then they came on with the announcement that we would be diverting to Boston, and that's where our flight was landing. 2 hours south of where all of our hotel reservations and car reservations were, and for a lot of people, where their cars were parked. It was kind of chaotic, but it got quickly unchaotic because apparently there is a direct bus that goes from Logan International to Portland, Maine. And while they didn't cover anything for us, they did call the bus company and tell them that they had just landed our plane and that we needed to get to Portland. So they actually employed another bus driver and sent 2 buses instead of 1 for the next pickup.
Mary's right behind you. Is everybody here going to Portland, Maine? Yeah. All right, so this is what we're gonna do. I don't think we're supposed to, but I don't follow rules. I'm like the rule breaker of I'm the king of rule breaking. The people that need to go to the airport to get their vehicle, we're gonna just put your luggage back on the bus and we're gonna take you to the Portland Jetport. All right?
And we land in Portland at 10:50 at night. And the plane was scheduled to land at 5:50. Looking a little rough, but I am in Portland now. I picked up my rental car, I got to the hotel, and I crashed. but it was a very wild and crazy adventure. Same motion, different Wrangler. Now I go pick up a friend. All right. I am not complaining about the view outside of my tent. Also, this place is so cool. Good weekend, although it's the middle of the week, so it's gonna be a good week. Yes. I am having a really good time after such a crazy travel day yesterday. I met a lovely person who's on this retreat with me. I picked her up at the airport. We drove 3 hours and literally chatted the entire time, which is just a sign of a good soul and a good match, so I'm glad I said yes. Now I'm heading up to this gorgeous Maine lodge where all the other participants should be arriving shortly. People I know, people I don't know. But one thing's for sure, we're all really excited to be in Maine. And it is gorgeous here so far. Stay tuned for part 2.